What did Irish Home Rule mean for independence? Imagine standing in Dublin, looking at the historic buildings and thinking about Ireland's long fight for self-rule. The story of Irish Home Rule is a key chapter in Ireland's journey toward independence. It was a political movement in the late 1800s and early 1900s that aimed to give Ireland its own parliament. This would allow Ireland to manage its own local affairs while still being part of the United Kingdom. The idea was to reverse the Act of Union from 1801, which had abolished Ireland's separate parliament and united it with England. The movement gained momentum in the 1870s, led by figures like Isaac Butt and later Charles Stewart Parnell. They believed Ireland should have control over its own laws, taxes, and local issues. The Irish Parliamentary Party became the main voice for this cause, uniting Irish nationalists who wanted more say in how Ireland was run. They campaigned through elections, winning seats in the British Parliament, and pushing for legislation to establish Irish self-governance. 3 major Home Rule bills were introduced in the British Parliament. The first was in 1886, the second in 1893, and the third in 1912. Each faced strong opposition, especially from Irish Unionists, mainly Protestants in Ulster, who feared being ruled by a Catholic-majority government in Dublin. The first 2 bills were defeated, but the 1912 bill finally passed the House of Commons. Yet, it was delayed by the House of Lords, and then put on hold when World War I started in 1914. Home Rule was a step toward more Irish control, but it did not mean full independence. The Irish Parliament would handle local issues like education and agriculture. However, key areas such as defence, foreign policy, and trade would still be controlled by the British government in London. Many Irish nationalists felt this was not enough. Frustration grew over the delays and limited powers, leading to the rise of more radical groups like Sinn Féin, which demanded complete independence. The suspension of Home Rule during the war, combined with the British response to the Easter Rising of 1916, shifted Irish public opinion. By 1918, support for full independence had grown significantly. This led to the Irish War of Independence from 1919 to 1921 and the creation of the Irish Free State in 1922. Northern Ireland, with its Unionist majority, remained part of the United Kingdom, a division that traces back directly to the debates over Home Rule. Today, the legacy of Home Rule can be seen in historic sites and museums across Ireland. Visiting the old Irish Parliament building in Dublin or learning about leaders like Parnell and Redmond helps connect the past to the present. Home Rule was a vital step in Ireland's story, moving from a desire for limited self-government to a full push for independence. It shaped Irish politics, influenced key figures, and set the stage for the Ireland we see today.